In a small, picturesque village surrounded by rolling hills and dense woods, there lived a lively, curious 10-year-old girl named Mia. The village was peaceful, with cobblestone streets, colorful houses, and a vibrant marketplace. But every villager shared one unspoken rule: never enter the forest. The forest, as the stories went, was mysterious and dangerous. The elders claimed strange sounds came from its depths, and those who ventured too far never returned. But the biggest mystery of all was the legend of the talking tree. According to old tales, the talking tree could grant one wish to anyone brave enough to find it, and wise enough to solve its riddles. Mia, with her curious nature, couldn't resist the pull of the unknown, and little did she know, her curiosity was about to take her on the adventure of a lifetime. One filled with suspense, moral lessons, and a secret that would change her forever. It all began on a breezy afternoon when Mia overheard two boys in the marketplace whispering about the talking tree. "Do you think it's real?" one asked. "I heard old Mr. Tim went looking for it years ago and never came back," the other replied, wide-eyed. Mia's ears perked up. She had heard fragments of this legend before, but never with such conviction. She approached the boys. "What are you talking about?" The boys exchanged nervous glances. "The talking tree," one finally said. "It's deep in the forest. They say it can grant any wish, but only if you're clever enough to solve its riddles." Mia's heart raced. A wish? The idea of having one wish granted was too tempting to ignore. That night, as Mia lay in bed, she couldn't stop thinking about the tree. She imagined what she might wish for: a new adventure, the ability to fly, or maybe even a magical friend. By morning, her mind was made up. She had to find the talking tree. Early the next morning, Mia packed a small bag with snacks, water, and her favorite compass. The forest loomed in front of her, its tall, ancient trees casting long shadows. She took a deep breath and stepped in. The air was cooler inside the forest, and the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves surrounded her. At first, everything seemed peaceful, but as she ventured deeper, the path became less clear. Vines tangled around her feet, and strange noises echoed through the trees. "Mia!" a soft whisper called. She froze. "Who's there?" she asked, her voice trembling. But there was no reply. She pressed on, her heart pounding. After what felt like hours, Mia stumbled into a small clearing. In the center stood the talking tree. Its bark was a deep golden brown, and its leaves shimmered with an otherworldly glow. Its face, a kind yet stern expression carved into the trunk, seemed to come alive as Mia approached. "Welcome, young one," the tree said in a deep, resonant voice. Mia's jaw dropped. "You're real," the tree chuckled. "I am, but finding me is only the beginning. You seek a wish, do you not?" Mia nodded eagerly. "Then you must complete 3 challenges," the tree said. "Each one will test a different part of your character: honesty, kindness, and courage. Are you ready?" Mia took a deep breath. "I'm ready." For the first challenge, the tree presented Mia with a golden key and pointed to 2 locked chests nearby. One chest contains a treasure. The other contains something unpleasant. You may choose only one. But beware, the wrong choice could end your journey here. Mia stared at the chests. Both looked identical, with intricate carvings and heavy locks. As she hesitated, she noticed a small bird perched on a branch above the chests. The bird chirped softly, almost as if it were trying to guide her. "Choose wisely," the tree urged. Mia closed her eyes and listened to her instincts. she inserted the key into the chest on the left and turned it. Inside was a glowing orb of light. "You have passed the first challenge," the tree said. "Your honesty has guided you well." For the second challenge, the tree led Mia to a narrow bridge over a rushing river. On the other side was a small, frightened rabbit trapped in a thorn bush. "To pass this challenge, you must free the rabbit," the tree explained. Mia frowned. The bridge looked unstable, and the river below was deep and fast-moving. But the rabbit's desperate eyes tugged at her heart. Taking a deep breath, Mia crossed the bridge slowly, her hands gripping the rope railings. Once on the other side, she gently freed the rabbit, even as the thorns scratched her hands. The rabbit nuzzled her gratefully before hopping away. "Well done," the tree said. "Your kindness has proven true." The third and final challenge was the most daunting. The tree led Mia to a dark cave, its entrance covered in jagged rocks. "Inside this cave lies your final challenge," the tree said. "You must face your greatest fear." Mia hesitated. The cave looked menacing, and the thought of entering it made her stomach churn. But she reminded herself of why she had come this far. Clutching her bag tightly, she stepped into the cave. It was pitch black, and the sound of dripping water echoed around her. Suddenly, she heard a growl. "Who dares enter my domain?" a voice boomed. A pair of glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. Mia's legs trembled, but she stood her ground. "I'm not here to harm you," she said, her voice shaking. "I'm here to complete my challenge." The creature stepped into the light. It was a massive wolf with shimmering silver fur. But instead of attacking, the wolf knelt before her. "You have shown great courage," the wolf said. The talking tree chose wisely. Mia returned to the tree, her heart pounding with excitement. "I've completed all 3 challenges," she said. The tree smiled. "Indeed, you have. And now, I will grant you 1 wish." Mia thought for a moment. She could wish for anything. A magical power, endless riches, or even to explore the world. But as she looked back at her journey, she realized something. "I don't need a wish," she said finally. "This adventure has taught me that I already have everything I need: honesty, kindness, and courage." The tree's eyes twinkled. "You have learned the greatest lesson of all. The magic you seek lies within you." With that, the tree's leaves shimmered brightly, and Mia found herself back at the edge of the forest. From that day on, Mia became a beacon of inspiration in her village. She shared her story, teaching others the importance of honesty, kindness, and courage. And while the talking tree's legend remained, Mia knew the real magic was not in wishes, but in the strength of one's character.